Hello, and thanks for joining us as we take our remotely interesting video series on the road to discuss some exclusive research from Vanson Bourne with senior marketers in the IT and tech industries. Today, I'm joined by Natasha Beckley, who's Chief Marketing Officer at Quantum. Hi, Natasha.
Hey, Kim.
Vanson Bourne's study explores how news consumption has changed during the pandemic among tech decision makers in the US and the UK. In summary, it found that 51% of them are using social media more to get their news fix, 58% say they're consuming more live and on-demand video, 56% are consuming more organised webinars, and 37% are consuming more market research. Natasha, do these findings surprise you, or are they what you expected?
Yeah, when you first sent me these study results, I was surprised when I first read them in that they weren't higher. But then I read it again and read the percentage more than before. And I think it just indicates there had already been somewhat of a shift to digital before the pandemic hit. But it doesn't surprise me to see the acceleration to digital. As a community, we're all looking for ways to stay connected while we're physically distanced and just, form that sense of community still. We've seen a lot of this at Quantum. On our website, we've had a lot more engagement. People are staying on the site longer. They're requesting more live demos, watching more videos. So we've definitely seen some of that as people stay connected during this time.
Okay, that's interesting. So how have you adjusted your PR and marketing strategy at Quantum in light of the pandemic?
Yeah, well, PR is obviously something we partner with the lorries very closely on, Kim. But when it first hit, I think everybody moved to virtual methodologies. We had previously spent, maybe half of our marketing spend on face-to-face or physical events. We've had to quickly pivot that to virtual. I think in the first few weeks, we did what everybody did. It was just very heavy on webinars and emails as we all stayed connected. And I think that worked for a few weeks. And then I think people got a little burned out from it. And so I think the real challenge we've had to solve is connecting in an engaging, authentic, meaningful way. So what we've really pivoted to recently at Quantum is more account-based or person-based marketing, some AI technologies, more micro events where we can deliver meaningful content that really focuses on a targeted use case or customer challenge. That I think the next challenge before us is working out how to personalize it at scale as we move forwards.
Right, sure. And just a final question for you. So the study found that 36% of IT decision makers are going to colleagues and friends more frequently to keep up to date with the latest technology news and developments. So with physical networking proving difficult at the moment, what role do you think PRs and marketers can play in creating these interactions in a virtual world?
Yep. Yeah, I think the most important thing we can do as marketers is be very agile during this time. Customer needs are changing, and really the most important thing we could do is listen and help them. But it's ever more important without those physical connections or face-to-face meetings to just deliver those regular communications, helpful and meaningful communications as we work through this, continue to connect as a community. And as I mentioned earlier, just those micro events or virtual touches to stay in touch. We've done a lot more regular email, regular social, just outreach to our community, but also these smaller virtual roundtable type events just to stay connected.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for joining me today, Natasha. And for those watching, stay tuned for more videos on our social channels and our blog.